Gentlemen, start your engines.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back here on a Sunday night. Tonight, coming at you live from Rockingham Speedway. Top time on the board right now, Chris Carroll with a 24.53. Mark Arthur, second fastest with a 24.54. Times are really close here tonight at Rockingham. And joining me, as always, tonight in the booth is Terry Taffy Man Foster. Terry, how we doing?
Well, we're at Rockingham, 240 laps. These drivers, I think they're gunning for Mark Arthur tonight. He is last season's winner in the ARCA car that we had. We had Mark Arthur, Dalton Kilroe, Chris Carroll, Philip Van Fleet, and Brian Dees. Those were our top 5 finishers last season. And Sam, incidentally, all 5 of those guys are the only ones that finished on the lead lap. So we're going to see a lot of Pi cars go down a lap tonight.
A lot of different things I was hearing out there tonight, Terry. I know you talked to a few drivers. I talked to a few drivers. We both know one thing. 35 to 45 laps is going to be a fuel run here tonight for this 240 lap race. Straight up, no stages. If we get a caution, that's one thing. But other than that, no cautions are going to be thrown. I was also told, Terry, tires are going to be key to here tonight. You're going to be wearing out that right front. Also, you got to be careful of that right rear getting loose off the corner coming out of 2.
Yeah, absolutely. The drivers I talked to, and save the tires, man. That's all they're thinking about. And that right front can burn up quick. Sam, these drivers are going to have to do a double stint at some point tonight on these tires. And one driver I talked to said that his percentage on his tires actually got down to like 32% on that right front. So that's close to blowing a tire.
That's really close. And the thing is when you're going to do a run like that, you're really going to have to back it up. You're really going to have to back up those corners and take it nice and easy. You're going to lose positions doing that way, but that's all part of the game. We're going to see a lot of different strategies here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. But with that being said, it's time to head down trackside. So if you could please rise and remove your hats for tonight's national anthem. Thank you very much, Joshua Rutherford, for a great rendition of our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, please go check out Mullen Music Productions over on YouTube. We're heading into qualifying right now, 10 minutes. Drivers are going to get 2 laps right now. Taking a look at the number 42 of Kyle Wildman Wellman, as he gets his green flag for his run right here. There's a few drivers out on track right now too, Terry, and see one driver out in chat. He said he's actually going to go for a shot in the dark, and he's picking Mike Hamlin tonight. And that's Joshua Rutherford going for Mike Hamlin tonight. Now, that's an interesting pick because, Terry, we've seen it. The 28, he's actually been up there quite a few times this season. Just hasn't been able to seal the deal quite yet.
No, Mike Hamlin has not been able to seal the deal, but I always look at Mike Hamlin along with his teammate Dave Seats as road course guys. I don't see him much on these short tracks. So if we're going to see what Hamlin can do tonight, you brought up Kyle Wellman. That you're following him at the moment, that 42 car. Kyle wants to save tires, just like we said, and he just wants to keep his car clean, man. That's how he's going to finish the race on that 42.
Right now, quick time, the 99 of Chris Carroll, 24.75. Samuel Lawson, Terry, the number 24, 24.81, second on the board.
Yeah, Sam Lawson was the last driver I got to talk to down here on pit road. He is not a fan of this setup tonight, and he said he's really not a fan of this track. So see what happens with Sam Lawson.
And now we're taking a look at the number 89 of the Lone Dutchman, Philip Van Vliet.
Phil Van Fleet again, one of them finished on the lead lap last season. I talked to Philip. I was watching him in an earlier practice, Sam. He had the most practice laps. He had a long practice runs. And he's the one that told me about the double stint run. Then watch heating up that right front tire. If you heat it up, you're toast.
Currently 19th on the charts. Coming across the line to finish up his qualifying run, the number 89 of Phil Van Vliet goes to 11th, 25.03. You were just talking about him, Terry. We were talking about Mike Hamlin, but his teammate Dave Seats heading out on track right now, coming to get the green flag. Now, Dave is another driver. We've seen him up in the top 10 quite a few times. Again, just hasn't really been able to seal it home just yet this season.
Now, Dave Seats has not won a race yet this season. I'd have to go back and look at all my stats I have.
Well, he won Watkins Glen, didn't he?
I'm sorry?
He won Watkins Glen, didn't he?
Did he win the Glen?
I'm pretty sure Dave Seats won Watkins Glen, yeah.
I absolutely did. Dave Seats, yes, he did.
So
60
I thought,
laps walking
road course. So there you go. We pointed it out. He is a road course guy. He does prefer the road courses. He's proven that he's good in these stock cars on a road course, but on an oval, he's had the finishes. Just got to get up there in first and get a win. So currently 15th on the board right now for the number 14 of Dave Seats. His teammate Mike Hamlin, quick time, number 28 of Mike Hamlin, 24.63. What a lap for Mike.
Wow. I was not expecting that
out of nowhere, man. I mean, literally out of nowhere. Was on his second lap. We were watching his teammate, and he comes across the line and just blows us away. A full 10th faster in second place. Chris Carroll, got to be happy with that run.
Wow, man. You know what? I was looking at Mike Hamlin, and I thought maybe I ought to get out of his pits and give him a holler, but I never did. Think going now, I wish I would have.
We got a couple other drivers out on track. TBB, Taylor Butcher Benjamin, 24.87 first lap, 11th on the board. Cody Gibson
Taylor
goes
Butcher
second.
Benjamin wanted the heads up last week, Sam.
Goes 8th fastest. Mark Arthur out on track, first lap, 24.79. Good enough for 5th.
Mark Arthur, last season's winner, and he also had the pole last season here. Talk to Mark. He just wants to stay clean, stay out of trouble, and not cause any trouble. So we'll see what the 12 does tonight.
Crosses the line. What's he going to get? Quick time, number 12, Mark Arthur, 24.57. Mark Arthur puts it on the pole, bumps Mike Hamlin down. Steven Johnson completing up his run. 6th on the board. That's pretty much everybody, Terry. 2 drivers not qualifying here this evening.
And the Jason Bauer and Jamie Walker. Jason Bauer, haven't seen a whole lot out of him out of the 09 this season. Jamie Walker in that 88, I was watching him during practice. He was second fastest next to Mark Arthur in our earlier practice today. And we still got
Jamie,
almost 6 minutes.
Jamie's coming out on track, Terry.
Jamie Walker heading to track here. He comes out on that 88 Mountain Dew green color.
We have seen this before, right, Terry? Like, we've seen guys wait as long as they possibly can. Now, to give the audience at home a little bit of an understanding why they're doing that, the weather is constantly changing at these racetracks in the sim. It sounds crazy, I know, but that's what's going on. And the temperature can drop 1-2 degrees. That could be a difference from a whole tenth to going a little bit slower. So could have Jamie been waiting for a cloud and maybe wait that track to cool down just 1 degree?
Yeah, that's what I was kind of wondering too, Sam. Right now the track is showing 114 degrees, mostly cloudy. It's 80 degrees.
Jamie runs the wall here on his first lap, probably just trying to build up the momentum. Goes fourth fastest though. Good lap time, 24.74. Let's see what he can do on his second one. 3 minutes left to go here in qualifying.
Most of the lap times I've seen, Sam, earlier was the second lap was always the fastest out of most of these guys. Man, Jamie is manhandling that car.
Out of turn 4 and across the line for the 88 of Jamie Walker. Third fastest, 24.70 for Jamie.
Great run out of that 88.
That's a great run out of a lot of drivers, especially that number 28 of Mike Hamlin. I mean, he sat on pole there for just a minute, but still going to be starting on the front row here tonight. So great qualifying effort out of that team.
So as of right now, we still got 2.5 minutes to go. I mean, Jason Bauer can still come out. But as it goes right now, MFRD front row and pole award goes to Mark Arthur and Mike Hamlin. So I'll be getting that. We'll be getting that out to them as long as Jason Bauer does not take the qualifying lap and bump one of them. Sam, you know somebody else out here I want to talk about real quick. The 46, Fred Thompson. Really surprised to see him out here tonight and glad he's here. Fred actually ran last season's race here, and he finished 16th out of 28, Sam. So awesome job out of Fred last season here.
Going to be starting 32nd here tonight. Teammate Joe Alberico right in front of him. And now somebody who's down on the charts here, Terry, that'd be the number 3 at Corey Sherman. That's actually surprising to see because it looked like he was doing really well there in practice, but currently 30th on the board.
Yeah, number 3 was fast. I know he was he was in the lead there for a while. Then I think he only dropped down to like second or third, and now he's all the way back down into 30th. Maybe he's looking trying to get a biggest mover. Who knows?
Maybe he could try to double stint those tires first run, and he wants to start in the back to kind of allow him to be a little bit more patient, right? He has to work his way through traffic, and that's going to take a lot of patience here, especially at this racetrack.
That's funny you say that, because when I talked to Corey here on pit road a little while ago, I said, Corey, what are we going to see out of the 3 tonight? He goes, man, I just want to go fast. That's all he gave me, go fast. So go fast, Corey.
30 seconds left to go here before drivers start rolling out on the grid. We are coming at you live from Rockingham Speedway here tonight. 240 laps. Blazing Pedals Xfinity Series brought to us by Savage Edge Graphics. Make sure you guys go check out savageedge.com.
Mark Arthur right now giving the drivers meeting. Really don't have nobody new out here. Maybe just a refresher course on keeping right on pit lane, no passing before the start-finish line. And, the hammer is there tonight, so he's going to work. I'm hoping he's not working overtime, but we'll see.
Drivers are starting to grid up. I'm just trying to get my cameras working here, Terry. Give me 1 second. All right, cool.
I'm doing the same thing, Sam. Get my camera set up.
Well, you know what time it is, right?
What time is it?
It's time to get through that grid. Here we go. Mark Arthur's going to be starting on the pole here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. To his outside, the number 28 of Mike Hamlin. Jamie Walker going to be starting in third with Cody Gibson rolling off in fourth. Chris Carroll going to be starting back there in the fifth position with Brian Dees to his outside in sixth. Steven Johnson is going to be starting in seventh position with Samuel Lawson rolling off eighth. Chris Berg in the number 66 is going to be starting in ninth with Taylor Butcher Benjamin to his outside in 10th. Derek Paulson starting in 11th position with Rick Thompson to his outside in 12th. Moving on down, we got Corey Rutherford in the number 5 starting in 13th with his brother to his outside, Joshua Rutherford in the number 64. Dustin Payne going to be starting 15th with Kyle Wildman Wellman in 16th. Dalton Kilrow back there in 17th and Andy Poliski to his outside in 18th. You want the rest of them, Terry?
19th is Alex Harris. Tanner Marr starting 20th. Dave Seed starting 21st. Philip Van Fleet starting 22nd. John Perkins starting 23rd. Brad Collins 24th. I forgot where I'm at, Sam. Where am I at?
25th, Casey Campbell. Paul Ellison 26th. Larry Bell 27th. Amanda Sherman 28th. Michael Miller 29th. Corey Sherman in 30th. Joe Alberico 31st. Fred Thompson 32nd, and Jason Bauer rounding out the field tonight in 33rd. 240 laps here at Rockingham. It's time to get it on.
Thank you, sir. It's like once they start rolling, I lose something. So sorry.
We'll have to go back to the old way of doing it. We'll go sit in Discord like we used to. I keep forgetting we can do that.
Right.
All good. Pace car ducks on down pit road. Mark Arthur, Mike Hamlin going to lead him down. Green flag is out, and we are racing here at Rockingham.
Oh, Jamie Walker.
Jamie Walker's down on the infield. Everybody's trying to get around him. Rough start for everybody. No caution yet, Terry. Let's go back and see if I can't get a replay on that.
Jamie Walker actually got up to the back of the 12.
Jamie spun the tires. A couple of drivers actually spun the tires right there.
Wow.
Cody Gibson. Sam Lawson actually back there spun them as well. So what a start here at Rockingham. We're already on lap 2. Mark Arthur, your race leader, he does have Mike Hamlin right behind him. Only about 2/10 off right now. Cody Gibson stays in 3rd. Chris Carroll back there in 5th. Brian Dees right in front of him in 4th. So everybody just trying to single file out right now, Terry, as Mark Arthur sets a quick time right there at 24.98.
Sam, I'm hearing a lot of the drivers say that they spun tires also, just wasn't Jamie Walker.
So there you go. I mean, this track's notorious for that. I would have always assumed on older tires, not on brand new tires, but hey, they found that out real quick, huh?
Yeah, they did. And so we get a caution. These guys come down, grab new tires. It's going to be interesting.
Well, it's even going to be interesting if we get a caution and people are on older tires and stay out trying to keep their strategy, right? I mean, that's going to be... The thing is, Terry, they kept it straight. No caution. That was really impressive by everybody. There's a lot of drivers who got some X's out of that, so no bonus points for them tonight, unfortunately, that quick. But they all got through it. No caution. There's still time. 240 laps is a long way.
Yeah, it is. That's Mark Arthur. It's actually starting to get a little bit of a lead out in front of the 28 of Hamlin.
Well, I went back to check on Jamie Walker real quick, Terry. He's back in 33rd. He just set the fastest lap of the race, 24.76. So, got clear racetrack in front of him. He can start to get into a rhythm, but man, that is not how you want to start this race.
Absolutely not. But he's got 200 and, well, less than 240 laps now, but he's got a long way to go to get that 88 back up in that top 5.
Mark Arthur now out to a 3/10 gap over Mike Hamlin. Hamlin doing a really good job staying with him right now, though. Only lap 7 of 240. Long way to go. Cody Gibson back there staying right with these guys as well, running in 3rd. Brian Dees holds on to 4th. Chris Carroll rounds out your top 5. Everybody single filed out right now, Terry. And no, there's a long way to go. You got to be patient here.
Yeah, everybody was single file right now. I mean, the only thing I found, but it's already settled out, was the 41 and 42. Dalton Gilbert had to overtake the 42 of Kyle Wellman. So, but that's all straightened out. Everybody else is pretty much single file.
Yeah, we're just kind of looking around right now, ladies and gentlemen, trying to find a battle for you out on track. But these drivers are very good. They know the quicker you get single file out, the better this early in a run. You can actually be a little bit more patient.
Yeah, we've always tried to tell these guys, you don't have to pass all the cars on one lap. You can take your time, pass them one at a time. Get your rhythm down, especially at Rockingham. Get a rhythm down, take them one at a time. Nice to see Chris Berg in that 66 up here trying to take that, what, 4th or 5th place away from Chris Carroll. 5th place.
I got limited cameras here to work with tonight, ladies and gentlemen, so please bear with me. Carroll is running down Brian Dees. Dees could be saving his stuff, though, right now, Terry.
Didn't get a chance to talk to the driver to 17. Sam, did you?
No, I did not.
But I did talk to Chris Carroll. He wants to make it last, and he said this is probably one of his favorite tracks on the sim as he works underneath the 17 of Brian
Dees.
Dees.
Make a little bit of contact right there. Man, that was close.
Yeah, if they didn't touch, I'd be surprised.
It almost looked like Carroll was trying to pull a slide job on Brian Dees right there, Terry. I mean, he was sliding up here regardless because, oh, man, that was close. Lucky, I think Dees kind of gave him a break right there because it almost looked like Carroll almost got turned in the outside wall. Just saying.
And Dees actually said something displeasures about what just happened, so Dees was not happy with getting his nose cut off.
And I mean, naturally so, right? But, you know, long way to go. So he's going to remember that for later in the race. But for right now, he's just going to kind of let it go, get back into his rhythm right now. He's got his teammate behind him. Shouldn't have too much pressure from him. He's good.
So, Sam, you said something. He's going to remember that later in the race. Let me ask you this on a personal level. You ever had to remember something, not basically late in the race, but maybe next week's race or next month's race? Do you ever remember that in your back of your head? Say, hey, you remembered me?
Well, I tell you what, Terry, we all know drivers don't forget, right? So, yeah, they're going to remember it.
I've got 2 drivers. They're no longer in the Blazing Pedals League, but if they come back, I owe them both something. But then we'll just keep it at that.
Like I said, drivers never forget, ladies and gentlemen. We all know it.
Pocono and Martinsville. I knew exactly what tracks they were. So, yeah, I owe 2 people.
So we're back up to the race lead here. Mark Arthur still leading the way, lap 15 of 240. Mike Hamlin currently still in second. Only he's about 0.6 of a second off of Mark Arthur's back bumper right now.
Really surprised Mark Arthur's actually running away with it, or Hamlin slowing down, one of the two. But Hamlin, there he comes. He's coming right back up to that 12.
I was just going to say, he gained about 0.2 of a second right there, entering 1 and 2. So the gap's back down to about 0.3 of a second. Cody Gibson, he's just kind of riding right now, it looks like, because he hasn't really pulled on Hamlin an awful lot. He gets him right here in 1 and 2, but it seems like Hamlin just gets a better exit than that number 7 does.
Yeah, Gibson just has the turn speed. I just don't think he has the straightaway to catch Gibson. Because Gibson did not catch Hamlin. Excuse me, I'll get it right.
So here's the question, Terry. Do you got a pick tonight?
Oh, wow. Well, after seeing what Hamlin just did, man. You know what? Chris Berg. I am going to go with Chris Berg. Chris Berg won Michigan. I'm going to take Chris Berg in the 66 tonight.
All right. Well, I don't know who I want to make angry tonight, Terry. How about, let's see here. I like going out on a limb.
You got 32 to choose from.
Yeah, I see that. I'm going. I'm looking. You know what, Terry? I hate to do it to him, but I got to go Jamie Walker. I know he had a rough start, but there's a long way to go, and we've seen him bounce back from a lot worse than that. So I got to go with the 88 tonight. This is his kind of track, I think.
Jamie Walker started third. We've seen him have a little bit of problem with him spinning them tires on that takeoff. Right now, running in 29th. So he's got a long way to go. And we're only 20 laps into this race.
Yep.
Again, a fuel run to 35, 45 laps. So he's got a ways to go before we even start to stop to get fuel.
But keep in mind, Terry, he was also in 33rd position about 10 laps ago.
Right.
So not only that, he was setting the fastest laps of the race trying to get back up to the back of the field. So that 88 car's moving. Keep an eye on him tonight.
Okay, first car lap down. Good Fred Thompson. We got the 7 of Gibson and Carroll trying to work around him right now.
Thompson goes up to the top side of the racetrack. Cody Gibson and Carroll go to the bottom, get around him. Carroll now up into 4th, right behind Cody Gibson.
You'll never find a better gentleman on a racetrack than you will on that 46 of Fred Thompson.
Let's give old Fred some camera time, huh?
Absolutely.
Out here, probably one of the oldest members of the league, ladies and gentlemen, out here running with the young guns.
I believe Fred now is 84, Sam, I believe. So Rick or Fred, you guys watch his back. Correct me if I was wrong, but he's like 83 or 84, I believe. Hell, that should make Rick Thompson what? And it's close to 60s?
No, Rick ain't that old.
I know.
Mark is, though, isn't he?
Yeah, he's awful close to it.
Yeah, he's pretty old.
Now, see if Dad lets son get around him. Yep, 76 makes his way around Dad, and 46. Good job, Rick.
Yeah, it looks like, actually, I just got a glimpse of Rick Thompson right there. Look at his front end, Terry. You see that?
No, let me get to it.
Yeah, go take a look at Rick Thompson's front end. We've talked about this before, ladies and gentlemen. You get any kind of front end damage with this setup in these race cars, you are fighting a hot engine all night long. And right now, there's a little crinkle on the front of that 76. We got an in-car camera, so you can tell he's still concentrated, but he's going to have to get some of that damage worked on first time down pit road.
So I imagine that happened at the start of the race when kind of everybody was checking up, losing the tires and all that good stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's not the only one out there.
I do want to bring up everybody we have on in-car camera real quick. Got Kyle the Wildman Wellman. Got Paul Ellison, Joshua Rutherford. How about old Stephen T. Johnson as well? Got him out there. And you just saw we had Rick Thompson up on the screen. So those are our in-car cameras here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, at Rockingham.
And out of all those, I think Rick Thompson is the only one in VR.
He is, actually.
Looks like the 88 is pitted.
Caution flag, Terry. I looked down for just a split second.
Pit.
Jamie Walker and Brad Collins. Well, what? Oh my God. I don't even know what happened there. Something broke in that 22 car. Jamie Walker. Well, Jamie, I'm sorry, buddy.
Jamie trying to get that car turned around before that pit car comes out, or the pace car comes out.
We're going to take another look at it here. I mean, I don't know what happened to Collins, Terry. That car, something broke in that car because he just went straight for the outside wall. And it's way too early to be saying somebody blew a tire. So something broke in that number 22 car. Jamie Walker, unfortunately, heavily involved.
Wow. Yeah, that looks like something definitely broke.
Well, pit road's going to be busy.
You're in trouble, buddy. They're calling broadcasters curse already.
Well, I mean, they're not wrong.
That's out in chat.
Well, they're not wrong. So what do you do here? I think it's going to be a lot of fuel-only stops for everybody, Terry.
Yeah, probably just fuel. It's too early for tires.
Well, the question is, when do you double stint those that set of tires?
Yeah, I'm thinking they might. Well,
Fuel only for a lot of people. Teammates racing each other off pit road right there. That was TBB and Brian Dees. Looks like Dees got Taylor Butcher Benjamin there for fourth. Pretty much everybody fuel only, Terry.
I don't know what's going on with Sam Lawson. He's in there for a little bit in that 24 car.
Well, remember, he was also one of those ones on the very start who did get a little bit of damage. Might be trying to get that worked on. Don't really have a good angle right here of pit road. Thank you, iRacing.
Yeah, I believe that's what it is. He's down and away now. Happen to see Brad Collins actually has a meatball flag, Sam.
Well, Collins, Walker, if you're out there, I know Jamie probably doesn't want to talk to us, but jump on in the Savage Edge Infield Care Center. We'll bring you up. We'll talk to you. Let's see what happened. Let's see here. What?
Brad Collins was given the EOL.
Yeah, I mean, and it sucks for him, right? Because it does genuinely look like something happened to that car, because that thing just shot straight for the outside wall.
And Brad, he actually talked to me in pre-race, said, man, he's just in it for the long run tonight. He's going to take it easy and stuff. So don't know what happened out of that thing.
Well, again, if Brad, if you're listening, come on in, let us know.
Looks like that car's got a lot of damage. I'm sure it does. We'll get head first into a wall.
I think we're coming to get the one to go right here, if I had to guess. If not, I think it's going to be the two. Lights go off. One to go here, Terry.
Sam, I see Collins messing around with his car a little bit. I think he might be getting into the infield care center here shortly.
Well, you let me know, Terry. I'll bring him on up in here, and we'll talk to him, see what happened.
Sure will.
So we get a caution here, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to re-rack them, restack them, fire them off one more time. Going to be taking lap 33 of 240 here tonight at Rockingham. Mark Arthur, Mike Hamlin going to lead them down for this one.
It's been pretty much Mark Arthur this whole race. Hamlin pretty close to the back of that 12 car. See what happens here on this restart. Mark Arthur, heck of a jump. Hamlin with a little bit of sliding. Losing up his tires. Same thing with Dees in the 17. A little bit of tire spin.
Yeah, but Dees got a really good jump right there, able to get to the inside of the number 28. Might clear him going down the backstretch here as we head into turns 3 and 4.
As we got Taylor Butcher, Benjamin, and Chris Berg in the 7 of Gibson trying to run down the 17 and the 28. Whoa, big checkup out of the 7. Wow. Derek Paulson.
Yeah, I was going to say, Paulson had to really check up as well. Kilroy back there looking to the inside of Dustin Ping. Sees a caution out on the speedway. Oh, Corey Sherman.
Yeah, Corey Sherman, Rutherford, and Wellman.
Rutherford got into the outside wall. Let's go back and take another look here. Josh Rutherford gets into the outside wall. Corey gets into the back of him. Wellman, unfortunately, nowhere to go as well. You see Josh, he's trying to keep it up into the wall, man. Unfortunately for Corey, nowhere really to go. You hear him off, you hear him off the throttle and everything, Terry. Nowhere he could have gone, the number 3.
We have Brad Collins in the infield whenever you're ready for him, Sam.
Yeah, I'll bring him up. You can talk to him. You got him.
Brad Collins got Sam and Terry up in the booth.
How y'all doing?
Well, we're doing a whole lot better than you are, man. What happened? That thing just took a violent turn to the right.
I was going into the turn. Everything was good, following my lines. The next thing I know, I'm aiming at the wall, hitting it. The next thing I know, I'm sitting on the back stretch, just stopped. I was like, what the heck? And it's the VR. VR had messed up.
Oh, man. You going to be able to get that thing back out and try to get some points tonight, or what's going on?
I don't know. I was sitting at 28 minutes the last time I saw. Baynard race might be over by then.
Man, sorry to hear that, Brad. I mean, you wasn't doing horrible. And you actually, you got the 88 involved with you too. I'm sure he's still trying to get some stuff figured out too. So, well, I hope you can stay around and get some points tonight, Brad.
Yeah, I plan to stay. I'm just super sorry I got everybody into that. Everything was going good. I'd actually set up for a long run, but obviously that wasn't going to happen.
Well, I remember I talked to you. That's the exact words you used to me. So we'll get you back down to your team there, bud, and hope we get that 22 back out on the highway.
All right. Thanks a lot, guys.
Where is his team at? Right there. All right.
That's somewhere.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in here, Terry. I got to go scrolling.
That was Brad Collins, driver of the 22. We seen him getting an incident with Jamie Walker.
Now a little bit earlier. So we know what happened, though, right? I mean, like I said, something broke, but happened to be his VR tonight.
And Sam, the hammer come down on this one on Joshua Rutherford in 64. He was given the EOL. So Josh, we're going back of the pack.
So we're on lap 37. Everybody just came down last pit cycle, or last caution, I should say. It was lap 29. You've only been out here for under 10 laps. You know, Terry, I'm honestly surprised we're not seeing guys come down and top off, as stupid as that sounds.
Well, I'm looking at one is Phil Van Fleet. He came down to lap 36 along with Joshua Rutherford. But, hey, Joshua, you might as well come on down. You got the EOL, and I believe Joshua actually took tires.
Again, everybody, real quick, I want to thank you all for tuning in to True Sim Productions here on a Sunday night. Blazing Pedals, Savage Edge, Xfinity Series. Thank you again to SavageEdge.com for sponsoring this series. Gonna re-rack them, restack them, and fire them off one more time here at Rockingham. Mark Arthur, Mike Hamlin still out in front.
Next week, we head to Chicagoland, Sam, for 162 laps.
That's going to be a good race.
It should be a good race. Jamie Walker actually won that last season. So then we got a small short track at Gateway. Then we had to Vegas. Then we had to Darlington. Then Charlotte Oval. That's the next 4, 5, 6 races or so.
Pace car pulls on down pit road. Field in the hands of Mark Arthur in the restart zone. He fires them off. Little wheel spin out of the 17 of Brian Dees, but everybody gets him rolling. Good restart there for the number 28 of Mike Hamlin. But tell you what, Mark Arthur with the good jump, 0.6 of a second out in front of Mike Hamlin on that one.
Yeah, it's kind of the second or third time we've seen that 12 car get a heck of a jump on this field. Again, Hamlin also, along with that, he was able to get around Taylor Butcher Benjamin in that 10 car.
So Mark has a half a second gap over the number 28 of Mike Hamlin right now. Remember, everybody came down on lap 29, ladies and gentlemen, so they all took fuel only. There's only a couple of drivers who stayed on pit road a little bit longer just to get some damage fixed, but fuel only for a majority of the drivers.
Right now, we have had 3 cautions so far, Sam. Last season, we only had 4 cautions for 16 laps and 10 lead changes. Right now, Mark Arthur is not letting anybody have a lap here. Mark with a still well over half a second lead over Mike Hamlin. But right behind Mike Hamlin, Taylor Butcher Benjamin trying to work underneath of Hamlin. try to take that second spot away as here comes the 66 of Berg underneath this, trying to get underneath 17 of these.
Yeah, he got a little tight there, Terry, and here comes the 7 of Cody Gibson. Caution flag out on the speedway. Problems for the number 14 of Dave Seats. Stopped on the back straightaway. Front foot missing off that number 14 as well.
And Sam, did you happen to see who hit the 14 again? The 3 car.
No.
Yeah, I think he was actually involved in this too.
Well, we're trying to find what happened here to Seats. It looks like Paulson kind of gets underneath of him here, but they never touch. It looks like Seats he just gets tight off the corner, gets into the outside wall, comes down the track. Dalton Kilrow barely avoids him. It looks like Seats tries to correct it, gets back up into the outside wall, comes back down. Perkins involved. That was John Perkins, Terry.
That Seats just rode that wall. Okay, John Perkins. Okay.
Yeah, and then unfortunately he came up in front of Corey Rutherford and Alex Harris. So both of those drivers got a little damage out of that one as well.
Dave Seats getting the EOL, taking his card back to the end of the line. Right now we have 4 cars a lap down. Jamie Walker being the first car a lap down, only 2 laps. So Jamie's, I think he's still good to go, Sam. We got a long way to go here.
There is a long way to go, Terry. It's a short track. I don't think that, I mean, he's missing that whole front end on that car. That's definitely going to hurt him. He's probably down on a few RPMs, but with the way this point structure works, ladies and gentlemen, in this league, you have to stay in. You have to get as many points as you can, or else when it comes to playoff time, you're going to be only hurting yourself. So those couple points that Jamie's snagging from, you know, a couple other drivers having a couple bad nights, I mean, that could save him later on in the season.
And Sam, something is going to help Jamie. Dave Seats just took his car behind the barn, or behind the wall, back to his hauler.
Yeah, he had some pretty significant damage. Probably would have taken a long time to get it fixed. If Dave, if you're out there, come on up to the infield care center. We'll bring you up. Make sure you're all right. Mark Arthur still leads this one. Taylor Butcher Benjamin actually just got around Mike Hamlin. Brian Dees runs 4th. Cody Gibson in the top 5. Derek Paulson in 6th. Dalton Kilrow up to 7th. Andy Poliski, Mr. Where Did He Come From, up there in 8th. Paul Ellison runs 9th. Chris Carroll rounds out the top 10.
Paul Ellison, Joe Alberico, basically our biggest movers. Both of them up 17 spots at the start of the race. Joe Alberico up in 14th place. Awesome run out of that 83 car. This is going to be interesting. So we've seen Mark be able to take off. Taylor Butcher Benjamin and Hamlin both lighten up the tires on the restarts. Brian Dees back here in the 17 car, not doing horrible on his restarts. He just got to watch everybody else with that tire spin. They're getting them 2x2 as we speak. They'll be going green this next time by, probably.
I kind of want to go on board here for a restart, but I don't know what car would be good. Let's go back. Let's ride on board with Dalton Kilrow here for this restart. Now let's kind of listen and see what he's doing. Watch everybody in front of him. See who can manage that tire spin, because we've seen it's a problem here tonight at Rockingham.
Well, we know Mark is not really going to spin his tires. He's got control of the field, so he can ease into his gas pedal to where everybody else is basically just needs to tromp it and go, which that's not a good thing tonight.
Here we go. Out of turn 4. Pace car is off. They're rolling. Oh, you hear it. He really had to work that throttle, man. And as soon as he's on it, he's right back off of it going into turn 1.
Mark got a good jump from the 28 of Hamlin and the 10 of Butcher Benjamin. Butcher Benjamin trying to get that second place away from Hamlin.
Other way around, Terry.
We got it from Hamlin.
Hamlin's trying to get second from Taylor. Taylor had second.
Well, he passed. He got in front of him. So now Taylor Butcher mentioned running second. How's that?
There you go. Back under the green flag, lap 48 of 240, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to take our first commercial break of the evening. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Put the power of Southern Shores Realty to work for you. With over 30 professionals in sales and rental management, Southern Shores Realty and I will get the job done right. I'm Rick Thompson, your Outer Banks real estate expert.
Call 261-2000.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
What's up, everybody? We're taking a break in this exciting race to tell you a little bit about Savage Edge. You can go to our link here, www.savageedge.com, or our Facebook here. So we're about to tell you a little bit what Savage Edge does. Have you ever wanted to put your face on a t-shirt or maybe your iRacing car? Well, we can do that for you at Savage Edge.
Sorry, Corey, but we're cutting it short, probably from your own doing. We kind of caught that one live. Me and Terry were sitting here watching it, ladies and gentlemen. We are back under the yellow flag. Problems between, it looks like Corey Sherman, Michael Miller, Kyle Wellman. Let's go back and take a look. Maybe not. It kind of looks like Michael Miller might have came off the wall a little bit down on Corey there, but you know, you're pushing the issue 3 wide. That's something that's possible to happen. We're gonna take one more look at it. We'll slow it down right there. Right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see it. 27 comes down off the wall.
Sure did. I hope we're gonna listen to the hammer and see what he has to say, because he's gonna have to look at this one.
Yeah, well, Corey kind of hits him right there too, but you know, he's trying to check up not to hit him. So, you know, as always, ladies and gentlemen, we'll let the chat decide. Race control will let us know here shortly. Mark Arthur brings it down pit side, Terry, but Mike Hamlin stays out.
Wow, what a call that was. Well, Sam, power of suggestion. The 27 is getting the EOL on that.
Oh, there you have it. Race control bringing down the hammer.
And basically, it's the same thing you and I talked about, that the 27 come down track just a little bit, enough for the 3 to get into the back of him.
You know, you could also say, though, you know, did Corey really have to push the 3 wide right there? Probably not.
Probably not. Back up front, though, we got Mike Hamlin, Cody Gibson running first and second. See Kyle Wildman and Wellman up in the mix with these guys for some reason.
I'm gonna mess with them. Hold on, I'm interviewing somebody. Mark Arthur, driver, the number 12, Sam and Terry in the booth. Got a copy.
Yeah, I got you.
So a little bit of strategy right there. Hi, coming in down pit road there. Mike Hamlin stays out. What's going on?
I only had about 20 laps of fuel left there, so I didn't want to get stuck out having to pit under green, so I just figured just come in and top it off and make sure I'm on the same strategy as all these other guys that pit earlier.
What's the strategy with tires here tonight? Did you take us that last pit stop?
I haven't taken them yet.
All right, so hey, we'll let you get back down there. Thanks for talking to us. Good luck.
Thanks, Sam.
Mark Arthur, driver of the number 12. Had to bring somebody up, Terry, and I know there's a couple people out there who have been wanting that.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, Michael Miller sitting back at his hauler, Sam, so might be an early night out of that car.
We got to interview him quick here, ladies and gentlemen. It seems like the caution laps do go a little bit quicker than we'd like.
Sam, we're on caution number 5 right now. We've already passed last season's caution count.
So we're at caution number 5. We've had 3 drivers stay out here, Terry. Pretty much everybody else behind the top 3 has come down pit road. But Mike Hamlin, Cody Gibson, Kyle Wellman all came down pit road, or they stayed out on the racetrack. Everybody else came down pit road. But something we got to keep in mind, we just talked to Mark Arthur. He says he has not taken tires yet. There are drivers back there from 9th on back who looks like they have taken 4 fresh tires. So this restart is going to be really interesting.
So Wellman was in the pit at lap 43 for 43 seconds. I'm wondering if he took tires.
That long, he might have. We're going to find out here. Pace car's off. Field in the hands of Mike Hamlin. Green flag back out in the air. Good launch there for the number 28 of Hamlin. Gibson getting stuck up there on the outside, gets around Wellman. Mark Arthur going to pinch Chris Carroll down coming off of turn number 2. Taylor Butch Benjamin actually kind of had to back up there. Oh, looks like we got somebody else in the infield care center, Terry. It's Corey Rutherford. Do you want to talk to him?
Yeah, let's talk to Corey.
You got him.
Corey, got Sam Terry up here. How you doing?
I've been better.
What happened with that 5 car, buddy?
Too many people on track trying to do too much too early. I got damage from the wreck between the 14 and the 33. That, one guy just pushing way too much. Thought I had it cleared and didn't, and went ahead and got stuck in the back of the pack after trying to get damage, and had another wreck of people just being impatient, and a car slid right in front of me. Motor detonated on impact.
Well, I did talk to you at the beginning of the race. You said your big thing was to survive and basically leave the wall alone. From what I've seen, you left the wall alone.
Oh, yeah, I was doing
and you wanted to save tires. Was you still on that strategy?
Oh, yeah, I was doing just fine. Tires after the first 40 laps were looking really good, and I was right on strategy to do what I wanted to. I was right in the field where I wanted to be, and I was just taking it easy, and you get people that don't know the word patience. So,
what
all right,
in the
you
world
get that motor
just
changed
happened?
out?
Guys, I'm sorry. Let me cut you off real quick for a second, guys. I do apologize, Corey. Give me 1 second here. There was something that just happened to Mark Arthur, guys. He got sideways coming off of 2, it looked like, and then just disappeared, and is now on pit road back in 25th position.
Oh, man. No, we have to talk to him again.
But sorry about that, Corey. Go ahead. We'll let you have the floor again, buddy.
No, I can just let you get to it. We're going to have to do a full motor change, and at this point. So I'll try to get back out there, but we'll see.
Points are points, bud. So we'll get you back down to your teammates, man. Get that thing out there, get some points.
Yep. Take care.
If I can get him back down there, give me 1 second. All right, hold on. There we go. All right. So, sorry about this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to do 3 things at once. Coming off turn 2, Mark just comes up, gets into Derek Paulson, and goes around. And I mean, Terry, everybody's checked up, but he just disappeared.
Wow, that's strange out of the 12 car.
Oh, caution flag out on the speedway. Kyle Wellman, problems for the 42, I believe. Yeah, he stopped here in the entry of turn 3.
Wow, the guys are getting upset, Sam. I mean, yeah, Paul Ellison is not happy with the 42.
I can kind of see why. Gets into the outside wall, bounces off, comes back down into Ellison. Ellison nowhere to go. Tanner Marr got a little piece of it trying to check up. Same with Chris Berg, but man, tempers flaring tonight, Terry.
They actually are. Like I said, I have the chat up. I can hear them talking. A lot of these guys are not happy. Hamlin, Carroll, and Rick Thompson coming down.
Well, I tell you what, let's go ahead and let's go shout out Savage Edge while we're under this caution real quick, Terry. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
What's up, everybody? We're taking a break in this exciting race to tell you a little bit about Savage Edge. You can go to our link here, www.savageedge.com, or our Facebook here. So we're about to tell you a little bit what Savage Edge does. Have you ever wanted to put your face on a t-shirt or maybe your iRacing car? Well, we can do that for you at Savage Edge. Take a look at our direct-to-garment printer. Did you just get excited about what you can see on a t-shirt? Well, we got more for you. What about embroidered hats? Everybody loves a good hat. Look at this. We also do beanies that double as kitten holders. There's also so much more we can do here at Savage Edge. Vinyl graphics, coffee mugs, koozies. We basically can put your name on anything. So go to savageedge.com and check out our Facebook. Now back to the race.
Back live here on True Sim Productions. Thank you very much, Savage Edge. Make sure you guys go check out savageedge.com. Get yourself a t-shirt. You can get a True Sim Productions t-shirt over there as well. Lap 70 of 240. It's a long way to go in this one, guys. 140, 170 laps, actually.
Long way to go.
A long way.
Oh, Mike Hamlin. Oh, wow. Yeah, he dropped back. Taylor Butcher Benjamin showing as our leader, right? Nope, Dalton Kilrow.
Oh, it's Taylor.
I had to go grab a water real quick, so I had to look at everything. So we've got Taylor Butcher Benjamin, Dalton Kilrow, Brian Dees, Cody Gibson, and where did he come from? Andy Poliski rounds out our top 5.
All right, so what do you think? Do you think these guys have calmed down a little bit, or?
Absolutely not. I mean, they're still talking out there about what happened. Mark Arthur, he wasn't sure on what happened, but as you and I seen, and some of the drivers on the track seen, Mark did disappear.
Yeah, that was really, really weird.
So, Mark, if you're listening, I mean, you can jump back up in the care center if you want to. Taylor Butcher Benjamin at 10 with a good pull off 41 of Dalton Kilroy and his teammate 17 of Brian Dees.
Kilroy got a good launch. Brian Dees got a good launch. Poliski back there. Gibson's going to go backwards. He's on older tires right now.
Yeah, he's actually doing that. That's a 64 of Rutherford trying to catch up to him, but Rutherford's got so much damage on the back of that car. Whoa, what happened? Somebody disappeared.
That would have been Cody. Cody Gibson disappeared a little bit right there.
Little bit of electric issue out of that 7 car. And yet, all this, even though this is a computer, it takes a lot of stuff off our computers to do this stuff. I mean, we got the grandstands, we got the cards, we got the little rocks everywhere. Yeah, the computer has to work a lot for doing this.
How about Rick Thompson? He's up there in 8th right now. Doing a good job, even with that front end damage. Same with Joshua Rutherford up there inside the top 10.
Actually, Sam, Rick Thompson, he ran 9th here last season. So, I mean, a good run out of that 76 car. Taylor Butcher Benjamin getting a nice lead out in front of Dalton Kilroy and just keeps pulling away from him. Both of them pitted lap 56. Both of them took tires, along with Brian Dees, Poliski, Paulson. They all took tires. And those were all teammates other than Poliski.
Lap 76 of 240. Still a long way to go in this one. We've been saying that all night, but it is the truth. It's a long way to go.
Absolutely is. It looks like 28 Hamlin trying to work over the 76 of Thompson, trying to get around him as he's working on the bottom side. Both of them slide up a little bit.
Yeah, he got a little tight right there on entry. It looked like did a good job keeping it out of the left rear of Thompson, though. Gets around him, gets that spot, put Hamlin up into 7th. Remember, Hamlin came down on lap 67, fresh tires on that number 28.
Same thing with Carroll in that 99. He came down at 67, also has fresh tires. So now the top 7 drivers have fresh tires. I don't know, Hamlin's still looking strong in that 28 car.
He's catching the back bumper of Chris Carroll in the number 99. That's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. I'm kind of just bouncing around. We're looking for battles on the racetrack right now. Paul Ellison underneath Cody Gibson. Gibson's still going backwards on them older tires, but Terry, he's been really stretching this set of tires. I mean, 79 laps already on a set of tires for that number 7.
I'm thinking somebody wants a set of tires at the end of this race. And again, I think they're going to have to double stent tires somewhere. Even with, well, we got 6 cautions now. I still think they're going to have to do that. Sam down in the care center. We got Mark Arthur. You want to grab him?
You got him.
Mark, Sam, Terry got us?
Yeah, I got you.
Oh, man. Sound a little disappointed there on that 12 car. So we saw it that you blinked. The talk on the track is the same thing. Is that what happened?
Well, I don't see myself blink, of course, right? So, I mean, I was there for me, and Derek was there. But, I mean, I come up a little bit. He come down a little bit, I think, and I don't know, put me in the wall. And then iracing did its thing. I mean, I would have been tore up anyway, but I'm more upset with the racing on the track. I mean, more than that. I mean, it's like you get guys out there with fresh tires and Superman, right? I mean, they're Superman. They know other people got old tires, and they're just putting you in bad situations. And I don't, it's just dumb to me. I mean, 60 laps in the race or whatever, and they're throwing it 3 wide on the restarts, and just give it a second, right? I mean, you got fresh tires, you're going to get past everybody. Don't have to be that lap, right? I mean, fresh tires are going to go on by easy, so get them one at a time instead of trying to double up 2 at a time like that. And that's not really what caused my incident, but it was close. It was real close when we were doing that 3 wide stuff. I mean, 3 wide stuff at Talladega and Daytona, right? And then you come to Rockingham, bumpy track, and try to do it. So I don't know. We need to have smarter heads out there so these races go green.
So what's the situation on the 12 car right now?
Well, I got a lot of damage, so I mean, I got about 30 minutes. Let me look at it. I have 6 more minutes required and 16 of optional, so we're going to be sitting here for a minute. I mean, it just sucks, right? I had fast car, led a bunch of laps, and a little bit of strategy got me in the back, and then other people have been riding 15th on back decides to play Superman. I don't know. It's just Derek apologized. It wasn't his fault, but iRacing can fix their stuff. Shouldn't have launched me in the sky like that.
Oh, we didn't see that.
No, we didn't actually see that.
Yeah, me and Derek got together, and then it put me in the wall, and it did that wall stick thing, and then it just shot me up in the air. And it's kind of like what happened at Michigan Sam. It was like shot me up in the air, and then boom, I'm right in the pits with a blown engine.
I was gonna say you did jump to the pits really quick, so I just didn't know what happened, because for us you just blinked out. Just after you and Derek made contact, that was it. You were gone.
Yeah, Tanner saw it. He was like, "Man, I never seen a car shoot off like a rocket like that." But I mean, it is what it is. I guess it wasn't in the cars for me to win today.
All right, but we'll get you back down to where you was. And are you going to bring the 12 back out at least?
Oh yeah, I don't quit races. It'll get back out there and limp around and get the most points I can get, and we'll see what happens.
All right, bud. Well, sorry about your night, and we'll talk at you later.
All right, thanks, Terry.
Driver the number 12, Mark Arthur. Well, that sucks, man. I mean, especially when you have a good car and you're running a great race, and you have something like that. Like he said, Terry, he was going to have damage regardless, but shot him to the pits like that. Now he has even more damage. Already been on pit road for about 13 and a half minutes.
Yeah, like I said, Mark at our 3 o'clock practice, he was fastest on track. And then we get the regular practice in here. He was pretty much fastest there too than in a night like this, blown motor or whatever's going on with his car, getting all the thing fixed. Yeah, bad night for the 12.
Well, the other driver who started up front tonight, that'd be the 28 of Mike Hamlin. He is not having that bad of a race right now, Terry. I hate to jinx him, but right now,
Case Campbell going around 22.
Caution flag out on the speedway.
Brad Collins, excuse me.
22. Stopped on the backstretch. Yes, you did.
It was Brad Collins.
So let's go back, see what happened to Brad.
He just got loose,
man. He did, but I tell you what, Cody Gibson needs to thank whoever he prays to, because man, was that close.
Yeah, Gibson was right there with him.
Oh man, if Collins wouldn't have cranked the wheel back to the left, I mean, he was killing Cody. There was no question about that.
And Sam, this would be Brad's second incident if he's found on this.
Yeah, I mean, there's kind of no question. It looks like he gets a little loose coming off the corner, and then once that happens, he just kind of gets back into the throttle a little too hard, which gets that chassis out of whack. Basically, it just doesn't like it, and that's it. Sent the car around. Pit road is busy.
All right, Sam, the hammer has came down. Garrett tells the 22 he has got a black flag. So what 22 is going to have to do is drive down pit lane. As soon as he enters pit lane, Garrett will get rid of that black flag. He just has to do a drive through. Doesn't necessarily have to stop unless he wants to.
So everybody came down pit road right there.
Pretty much.
Jamie Walker stayed out on the track, going backwards. It looks like showing him in 7th right now, Terry.
Well, he was only had one or two laps down at one point.
Yeah,
so.
I think he is back on the lead lap. However, he's going to be coming down pit road here. Last pit on lap 67. So Walker trying to just get everything he can fixed on that car. As you see the front clip missing off of the number 88 right now. But yeah, everybody came down pit road right there, Terry. Looks like fuel only stops for everybody.
Yeah, so Walker's got both his laps back. He'll be coming back out at the end of the lead lap, or end of the tail of the lead car. Excuse me. I'll get this right. Dang, going. I need to stop going on vacation.
Yeah, you get rusty.
Absolutely.
Well, there's still a long way to go in this one, Terry. I know I've been saying that all night long, but man, 240 laps, that is a... Whew.
That's a long time.
That's a long time here at Rockingham.
Watching the 88, Sam, he took tires. Now they've got a big hammer out there swinging on the front end of that car. Trying to straighten out that front end, I believe.
He's going to have to leave pit road here soon because here comes the pace car and everybody on the front stretch. Unless he is willing to lose one lap here to get it all fixed. And then maybe possibly get it back a little bit later. Still plenty of time to do it.
Yeah, and the way these caught, here he comes out now in front of the pace car. No.
That's Shunnam still on the lead lap.
Okay, yeah, I just had to see other cars
He
go
must
by.
have just barely got it.
Wow. And Jamie's Walker not a slouch to this thing, man. He knows what he's doing.
So Taylor Butcher Benjamin, Chris Carroll going to be on the front row of this one. Then you got Brian Dees and Dalton Kilrow on row 2. Lap 95 is what we're going to be coming here to take the green flag at. Green flag back out in the air. Good launch for Taylor Butcher Benjamin as we go back down into turns 1 and 2. Chris Carroll under fire from Brian Dees. Dees looks to the inside. Here comes Mike Hamlin though, Terry. Now remember, I think that 28 has the freshest tires out of everybody.
I'm kind of back here watching the 88, man. He is just making light work of some of these cars back here in the back.
Oh, he thought about going 3 wide there for a second. He's still thinking about it.
He'd probably be better off to go low on Fred.
So everybody single files out up here in the front. Dustin Ping, Terry, he's somebody we really haven't said a whole lot about tonight. Up here inside the top 10, running in 7th, having a good race.
Yeah, definitely good run out of that 81. Started, he gridded up at 15. Now he's up in 7th, so nice little move out of him. My pick, Chris Berg, still behind him, but behind the 81. Chris Berg running in 8th at the moment. Mike Hamlin, man, just right up almost to the back of that 99 car. I don't know, Sam, the way the 28 car of Hamlin, the way he gets down in them turns, man, I think that would really wear out those tires.
You'd think that, but, you know, Carroll and him, I think, are actually on the same strategy right now. And Carroll is currently running down that number 10 of Taylor Butcher Benjamin, Mike Hamlin as well. So you can see it right here. I mean, Carroll's just got the drive to the center of the corner. He gains so much time on that number 10 right there. We're going to have a new leader here shortly, Terry.
Oh, we got Philip Van Fleet in the grass. 32 up in the man. Oh!
Caution flag back out on the speedway. Sam Lawson, heavy damage to the number 24. True Sim Productions Ford Mustang.
There's a big old pile up right there, Sam.
What in the world happened? Oh, Annie Poliski. Oh, man. So it all starts up here with Poliski. Into the outside wall. Comes down, gets in the berg, but goes around. Paulson gets in the back of the 32, but then if we go back and watch Rick Thompson here, he tries to avoid it, comes down, and Sam Lawson was also trying to avoid it, just happened to be there. And then unfortunately Lawson rolls back up the track. Rutherford, Joshua Rutherford, nowhere to go.
And as Josh Rutherford was coming down pit lane, Sam, I believe he blew his motor.
That is unfortunate for the number 64. Was having a good run there for a little bit. Having a rough night, but still a good run nonetheless. But lap 102, ladies and gentlemen, we are back under caution. Going to take a commercial break. We'll be right back.
Put the power of Southern Shores Realty to work for you. With over 30 professionals in sales and rental management, Southern Shores Realty and I will get the job done right. I'm Rick Thompson, your Outer Banks real estate expert.
Call 261-2000.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Iracing, you wanted the best, you got them 4 abreast. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show on dirt, the World of Outlaws.
Back alive here on True Sim Productions, getting ready to go back under the green flag, but I believe Terry said we got somebody else in the infield care center. Terry, you got him.
Sam Lawson, Sam and Terry in the booth got us.
I got you.
Well, buddy, I talked to you pre-race. You said you wasn't a fan of the setup or this track. That's kind of holding true, I think, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, I started liking it there. I was like, man, I'm actually getting towards the top 10 now. And then I don't know what happened in front of me. I just didn't know what to do. I just got involved. We got about 20 minutes of repairs to fix.
we will be able to see that 24 back up on track then.
Oh, for sure. With as many cautions we're getting right now, I mean, I'll probably get a lead lap, probably win the thing.
Well, hey, I hope you can. I hope you can. I mean, you got a long way to go, but I hope we get to see that 24 out there again. Can you tell us actually what happened?
So I don't know what happened besides like a car into the outside wall. And then I think it might have been, all I know is a white and yellow car. And I guess they hit and just come down, and I was just trying to go below. But I got collected and went flying into the inside wall.
All right, Sam. Well, we'll get you back down there where you belong. Sorry for your bad night. I mean, you was running pretty damn good up there. So we'll get you back down there, and we'll see you out on track a little bit.
Yep, I'll see y'all, boys.
Well, Terry, we got one other one. You want him?
Yeah, go ahead, roll him in.
You got him. Danny
Poliski,
Yep.
Sam and Terry.
What's up, guys? Not the way I wanted to talk to y'all tonight.
Well, walk us through what happened there, bud.
Ran out of talent coming out of 4. I just didn't judge the safer barrier coming there, and back end of it caught it, and I was just hanging on for dear life after that.
So the 32 is a little damaged. Are you getting that fixed, bringing her back out? Is that what your plan is?
Yeah, we've got some required repairs. We're going to get that fixed and try to come out and salvage everything we can. I think I took out one of my teammates in that melee as well, and anybody else I took out in that. Do apologize about anybody that got in that. Like I said, just completely ran out of talent coming out of 4.
So we did talk to another driver a little bit ago. He was also in the infield care center. He was kind of talking to guys that kind of like basically driving over the head to get 4 fresh tires and just trying to take everything at once. Are you seeing that also?
A little bit on that one restart, and I might be a little guilty on that. On that restart, just trying to get everything you can when the tires are good. I mean, it's just kind of the nature of the beast on this track. It's hard to pass, hard to make passes. So if you've got a tire advantage, you want to use it as much as you can.
All right, man. Well, we'll see you back on track here in a little bit when you get that thing fixed. We'll get you back down to your teammates, buddy. We got a race call.
Yes, sir.
Let's see here if I can get them down there. There we go. All right.
All right, so Mike Hamlin back up in the lead. Got Chris Carroll right behind him in that 99 car. Taylor Butcher Benjamin is dropping back a little bit. Mike Hamlin, again, back up in the lead where he's been. Well, that 28's been up there pretty much all night.
This is what I want to point out, though, too, Terry. That 28's still fighting for his first win here in Blazing Pedals. Chris Carroll has a few wins in BPL. That 28's going to be hard to get around. I can promise you that.
Yeah, and, Mike Hamlin, his teammate is Dave Seats. Oh, I think Carroll got in the wall just a hair bit there. Dave Seats has still got bragging rights because he has won a race. And, again, we talked about that earlier. He won that Watkins Glen earlier this season.
We got one down on the apron on the backstretch. He toes, though. No caution. It was Jason Bauer in the 09, Terry. Had problems there. I'm going to go back and see if I can't get a replay on that here. Just a second. Let's see if we got a battle for the lead going on first. Looks like we might have a second here. Let's go back and see what happened to Jason Bauer. It gets into the outside wall. Just loops it on his own. He actually did a really good job keeping it in his lane. So good job for the 09 to really not take anybody out with him there. Good job.
Hamlin is actually letting Carroll go by.
Strategy, Terry. I know I said he's going to be hard to get around, but he's also smart. He's going to play the strategy here. You've still got almost 105 laps to go. If Carroll wants to go out in front of you and burn his stuff up, go right ahead.
Yeah. Hamlin's got a good head on his shoulders there. Just let that 99 go. Taylor Butcher Benjamin still way back there in third place. Getting challenged by 81 of Dustin Peng.
I've been noticing a couple of different lines out of people here, Terry, especially, well, it's really on both ends of the racetrack. We just saw Dustin Peng do it right there in 3. He went he entered really high in the entry of 3 and then pulled it down coming off of 4. Got a run on Taylor Butcher Benjamin, and look at that, was able to take away that 3rd spot through 1 and 2.
Don't they call that diamond in the track?
It was more like a high to low.
No, okay.
To me, it's a dirt line, is what I'd call it.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, dirt road.
But you see Taylor, he was kind of wrapping the bottom side of the racetrack, but Payton just had that run off of the corner, was able to get to Taylor's inside, and again takes over 3rd place.
And Ping just keeps pulling away from Taylor.
Well, they both pit on the same lap, but you got to remember, everybody came down under that one caution, so we're kind of jumbled on who has the freshest tires right now. I'd say it's our top 3. Chris Carroll, Mike Hamlin, Dustin Ping, they all have the best tires right now of anybody, if I had to guess.
Sam, down in the care center, we got Joshua Rutherford.
Man, we're talking to everybody tonight, Terry. You got them.
Joshua, you got Sam and Terry. You got us?
I got you guys.
Joshua, I just seen a message saying blown motor. I heard you going down pit lane. I believe that's when that thing let go.
Yep. Yeah, I looked down and it started flashing red. It's like, try to save it before I get to my pit. And it blew halfway down the pit road.
Well, walk us through what happened to you, because I don't think you had any place to go when you hit someone.
I was coming out of turn 4. I could see him spinning going down the front stretch. Started going into turn 1. All of a sudden, car came up the racetrack. Not sure who it was. Clipped the edge of him and tore the radiator out of the car.
All right. So how much time we got left on that thing?
I still got more than half an hour left of it.
Well, we've got, we're right at 120 laps. We're at the halfway point right now. And just real second here. Looks like Chris Carroll's going to get that halfway tonight there, Sam, at TSP. But are you going to stick it out, Josh, and let this thing back on track, get some points?
I'm going to try to get this Mullet Music Camaro across the finish line. Even if I'm dead last car running, I at least like to see the checkered flag.
All right, bud. We'll get you back down to your teammates.
Hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
Josh, shout out your YouTube channel.
Yeah, go check out Mullet Music Productions. I'm on Facebook, YouTube, and Audius.
Anything else that we can go find your stuff on? Bandcamp, anything like that?
Not at the moment. I'm currently in the process of working on it. Hopefully I'll get something out soon.
All right, man. We'll get you back down there, and hopefully we'll see you back out there.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, Josh Rutherford in the 64. Seriously, go check out Mullet Music Productions. You will not be disappointed on what Joshua does.
Yeah, great guitarist, man. I mean, for sure. I've watched his stuff. He sent me a few things privately to listen to, and I've sent him a few things, kind of been working on, just kind of jamming from states away, I guess you could say.
Absolutely. All right, Chris Carroll did take the TSP Halfway Award. Congratulations, Chris.
We got less than 100 laps to go, Terry.
Oh, Hamlin spinning. Oh, no caution. Everybody checked up. Good checkup out of everybody.
They're still trying to get around them. I'm not seeing what happened on race control app here, so I'm going to go back so we can show people at home what happened to the 28.
Sam, I think he just got below the yellow a little bit and just started spinning out, but he caught it.
I don't know about that one, Terry. You might want to take a look at the replay here. Yeah, that's a little bit of contact between him and the 81.
Okay.
So that's what actually sent Mike Hamlin around right there, ladies and gentlemen. Just the slightest bit of contact there with the 81.
That just shows how docile these cars actually are, Sam.
I'm trying to do a little bit of math in my head here, Terry. We had everybody pretty much come down on lap 91. We're coming to take lap 127, 126, 127. I'm wondering when we're going to see some green flag pit stops here tonight. They got to be coming now at this point. We're getting close. We're getting really close. We're already 30 laps into this run. We know they can do about 35 to 45-ish on fuel. So who's going to be the first driver to bring it down pit side?
Yeah, they absolutely ought to be coming. I would say within the next 5 to 10 laps anyway. Chris Carroll last pitted on 91. So I can see him. I can see Chris Carroll actually doing it. He said he's got 5 pit stops they're going to have to do, but we've already had 8 cautions. So, we already know. But a lot of these guys have pitted for fuel only.
Who's going for the banner right now, Terry? Who's leading that?
That's funny. I was just looking at the same thing.
Corey Sherman in 4th. And now, how about Philip Van Vliet?
Yeah, running 3rd. Philip actually done good here last season.
Let's correct that, Terry. Running 2nd, Lone Dutchman.
Lone Dutchman gets around 81 of Ping. And I don't know where Sherman's at, but he's going to have to work around him too.
I see Chris Lagoo's out in chat, Terry. Chris, I don't want to hear it. he said the bad word.
Well, Chris, I'm glad you showed up, buddy, because I want to congratulate you. I was hoping you'd be on track tonight, but congratulate you and your team with the driver of Adam Maynard. Won his heat and won the feature the other night. Congratulations to those guys. Up there in Vermont. Vermont. Is that Vermont? I believe it is. I've been there.
I was going to say, did you go there?
I did.
You should know, Terry.
I did. Yeah, I took a little road trip with Van Fleet and both Shermans.
Well, Philip Van Vliet going for a banner here tonight, Terry. Running in 2nd, last pit on lap 91. But he also took tires. So is the 89 going to be able to take tires next go around?
So again, I talked to Philip. He had the longest practice runs of anybody. He was doing fuel runs, tire runs, and man, I wouldn't count him out as a win.
He's got a clean race car right now. I'm showing right now only the 1 incident point for going through the grass.
Yeah, that's all I see too.
So when do these drivers bring it down pit road? That's a question. How about Cody Gibson going to be one of the first drivers to bring it down pit side? You going to finally take tires, Cody, or what? I think you did the last time around, but still.
Sam just noticed Jason Bauer took it behind the wall. Looks like Cody Gibson coming down the pits, as you said. Cody Gibson down and away. 1 lap down at the moment. But as everything cycles through, Cody will be fine.
Well, I'm just kind of keeping an eye on Chris Carroll here and also watching everybody else on timing and scoring here. When are these drivers going to come down pit road? Again, we're about, I'd say, 40 laps into a run. Now, there was a couple of cautions mixed in there, so can they go a little bit further?
I would think it could, but I don't think it's going to be a whole lot further.
It's good to see Mark Arthur got his number 12 machine back out on track, currently 29th. Looking to the inside of Philip Van Vliet. Corey Sherman, Terry, running 3rd without a front clip on that thing.
Yeah, and he got caught up in, we know, 1 good wreck. So, yeah, good run out of that 3 car. He said he wanted to go fast. And
he's
there you
going
go,
fast.
Corey, you can go fast.
It's one of those instances where the damage might be helping him, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, he's got enough aero. Yeah, he needs a little bit more downforce, but he's got enough aero in the nose of that car to keep it cool.
Bumpers? We don't need no bumpers.
Nah, he don't need them. Chris Carroll trying to work his way around some lap traffic right now. Mark Arthur trying to get around Carroll to get one of his laps back here. Ooh,
in the back of Fred's.
Oh my God, I hate timing and scoring sometimes.
awesome save out Fred Thompson.
I was going to
out
say,
of that
I'm
46.
trying to find him on the scoring here, Terry, so we can go get a look at that. I don't think they actually got a registered contact there, but let's go back and take a look at this save by Fred Thompson. We got to go back pretty far, so I do apologize for that. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Check it out.
Chris Carroll coming down pit lane.
Great save by the number 46, Fred Thompson, man. Great save.
And that will cycle Van Fleet to the lead. So there's some bonus points for Van Fleet.
5 bonus points. So we know now if Carroll came down pit road, they're all in their window. You see Tanner Mars down there. Here comes Philip Van Fleet. He went one more lap than Chris Carroll. Corey Sherman stays out on the racetrack, Terry. Now, Corey pit on lap 101. He can actually go about 10 laps longer.
Yeah, Corey's going to be leading the lap. At least to get 5 bonus points. He's going to need them after that 8X he's got tonight.
99 laps to go here.
Look, he's in second place, Sam.
Who's in second?
Jamie Walker.
I told you, man, he's going to win it. I'm telling you.
Jamie Walker last pit of 101 also, along with Chris Berg and Derek Paulson and Kyle Wellman.
So Berg is the only one in the top 3 who has all of his fenders. It looks like he backed into a telephone pole, but other than that, you know, he's out there. He's doing a good job.
But remember, if you take Berg's car, the back of Berg's car, and the front of Corey Sherman's car, that ought to be a perfect match.
Pretty much. Corey Sherman, your race leader right now. When's he going to come down pit road? That's the question.
Here comes the forward Tanner Marr trying to get around the 3. Here comes Corey down right now.
I was going to say, we know Tanner already has come down pit road. Tanner came down on lap 139. He's a driver we really haven't. Oh, big time loose out of the number 4. What a save by Tanner Marr. We caught that live.
No caution. Wow.
He wasn't sideways enough to get a caution, but he definitely was trying to avoid the number 5, cranked it left, and that car came out from under him.
Jamie Walker wants a caution now. I could almost up. He's coming down pit lane. Jamie Walker.
Well, he did get some bonus points for leading the lap, Terry. That gives it to Chris Berg, going to get 5 bonus points.
Yeah, Jamie Walker had 5 incident points, so with the 5 bonus points, he's now even again.
So with Corey coming down pit road, does this mean Berg's going to follow right here? About to find out. No, he stays out on track. Looks like he's going to go another lap, letting the 74 of Harris go by. But when this cycles through, Terry, it is going to be Chris Carroll.
Chris Berg calling out his pit right now, so he's coming down this time around.
And Cody Gibson, remember, he's short pit everybody, Terry. He came down on lap 132, where everybody else came down around lap 139, 140, somewhere around there. But once this cycles through, it is going to be Chris Carroll, Cody Gibson, and then Philip Van Vliet, your top 3.
Somebody we ain't talked about, that number 6, Derek Paulson, now leading this thing, getting a couple points.
Yeah, he's actually got a few incidents here tonight as well. Remember, he was involved when Mark kind of came up off the corner there. He got damage from that, and he's got a little bit of damage from other incidents as well. But managing it here right now, hanging out up in the lead, number 6 of Derek Paulson.
He just called out his pit, Sam, so he'll be coming down pit lane this time by.
Amanda Sherman trying to work her way around Derek Paulson right now. Derek goes all the way to the bottom. As you said, he called out his pit, so he's just trying to get out of the way of these guys and gals.
33 of Perkins worked his way around him, and here comes Derek Paulson.
Hey, Terry, shout out to Amanda Sherman. 0 incident points right now, by the way. Clean race car on that number 8.
Cody Gibson, same thing.
So that
Dustin
gives the
Ping.
race lead back over to Chris Carroll here on lap 149 of 240. I'm going to go ahead and jump to commercial once again. Ladies and gentlemen, stick around. We'll be back.
iRacing, you wanted the best. You got them 4 abreast. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show on dirt, the world of outlaw.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Put the power of Southern Shores Realty to work for you. With over 30 professionals in sales and rental management, Southern Shores Realty and I will get the job done right. I'm Rick Thompson, your Outer Banks real estate expert.
Call 261-2000.
What's up, everybody? We're taking a break in this exciting race to tell you a little bit about Savage Edge. You can go to our link here, www.savageedge.com, or our Facebook here. So we're about to tell you a little bit what Savage Edge does. Have you ever wanted to put your face on a t-shirt or maybe your iRacing car? Well, we can do that for you at Savage Edge. Take a look at our direct-to-garment printer. Did you just get excited about what you can see on a t-shirt? Well, we got more for you. What about embroidered hats? Everybody loves a good hat. Look at this. We also do beanies that double as kitten holders. There's also so much more we can do here at Savage Edge. Vinyl graphics, coffee mugs, koozies. We basically can put your name on anything. So go to savageedge.com and check out our Facebook. Now back to the race.
Back live live here on True Sim Productions. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that like button as well. Helps us out a ton. Also, if you have a Kick account, kind of like Twitch, we're live over there as well every time that I'm up in the booth. We're going to try and get Tanner on that as well if he wants to, but we're not going to push it. But we're also over on kick.com, ladies and gentlemen, so go shoot us a follow over there. Lap 161 here, Terry.
Yeah, 161. Carroll's still in the lead. Trying to get Larry Bell down a lap to put him in the first car on the lap down. But Larry is fighting in that 43 car. Bell's probably wanting a caution about right now.
So here's the thing though, Terry. Chris Carroll and Larry Bell, good friends, right? I think Carroll has been trying to give him every opportunity to stay on this lead lap. But eventually, right, like we're seeing right now, Carroll's got to get around him.
Yeah, there's a point you got to go. Second place, a little over 2 seconds, almost 3 seconds behind you. But Cody was catching him.
Gap right now is 2.8 seconds. We compare Chris Carroll to Cody Gibson. You see it right there. Carroll has been faster almost every lap, Terry, but the time's kind of, I mean, Gibson is starting to find his rhythm because it seems like if we're looking here on lap 163, he was only about, I don't know, 1,000th off of what Carroll's time was. So Gibson running some consistent laps, but still losing time to Carroll pretty quick.
Yeah, they ain't far from each other, but again, Gibson is losing time. But Sam, we still got, oh Lord, what, another one, possibly 2 more pit stops if this goes green.
Trying to do some quick math in my head here, Terry. I mean, they can do, when I was talking to the couple of guys I talked to before the race, they were saying maybe a maximum like 42, 43 laps. That's why we give the fuel window of 35 to 45 because we don't know when drivers are going to come down pit road. Yeah, Terry, I'd say we're looking at least 2 more if I had to guess.
Yeah, because Carroll last pit at 139. We're at 166. Carroll's going to have to start thinking about pitting already.
Yeah, so he's done about 27, 28 laps so far. So, yeah, about another 10 laps here.
Well, Gibson's going to have to go before that because Gibson went at 132, like you said earlier.
How about this, man? Corey Sherman. I mean, no front bumper on this race car. And up here in third, man, this is just great performance out of this Savage Edge Toyota Camry.
Yeah, I think he's just got that good downforce now on the front end of that car. It's letting that thing turn. He's so fast.
Who, Corey? I thought that was Aaron.
Well, Aaron ain't here, so I have to say Corey.
Where is
right
Aaron?
Now. I don't know. He's been having PC issues here the last couple weeks, and he just got a little frustrated, mad at it. So I don't know. Corey's actually running down Cody Gibson, Sam.
I was just looking at that, Terry. I mean, running them down and running them down fast.
Yes.
But 5 seconds behind Chris Carroll, man, that's a big gap to close. Plenty of time to do it. A couple pit stops to make it happen as well. But I don't know, man. We're just gonna have to see how this plays out. You know, we can't count out this number 28 car yet either. He's been fast all night. Currently in 7th, had a little bit of an issue there. He's been just trying to bounce back from it. we could get another quick caution and puts him right back in this thing.
Cody Gibson bringing it down pit lane, Sam. I knew he had to come soon. I'm going to stay on that 7 car, see if he's got some tires left in there. I'm sure he does, since he ran half the race only on one set.
Well, we were just talking about it, Terry, about when the next set of green flag pit stops were happening. Remember, Cody Gibson was one of the first drivers to come down the last set. He's also on pit road right now. So
Cody Gibson is getting tires. So I'd say within the next 5 to 7 laps, that 99 Carroll should be coming down pit lane. So, Sam, if you're Corey Sherman, are you going to pit with the leader now?
Oh, God, no.
Okay.
I think if you're going to do that, you're going to do that on the last pit stop. Real quick, Terry, I just want to point this out. I want to do this when we get them every time. So thank you for the follow over on Kick. Gen X Trunk Monkeys, thank you for that follow over on Kick. We greatly appreciate you.
Absolutely. Anybody that wants to show up, please, man, have fun. Tell your friends. Tell your buddy's friends. We don't care.
So back to what we were saying, Terry. Sorry, I'm looking at like a bunch of different things right now. Corey Sherman running second. Gap to Chris Carroll, 5.4 seconds. Corey came down on lap 143, whereas Chris Carroll came down on lap 139. You got at least 2 more pit stops here. I'd say he's going to do what he did before. He's going to run out those extra couple of laps and just, I guess, see what he's going to do from there on, because that last pit stop, you are going to have to either short pit Carroll or you're going to have to do something fancy to try and run him down.
Or hope like heck we get a caution somewhere, then you'll be right on his bumper.
I think honestly, Terry, we're done with the cautions. I don't think we're going to see another one. If we do, I'll put my foot in my mouth. But it seems like everybody's calmed down a little bit. They're all single file. They're passing each other methodically. Chris Carroll's out to a race lead. He's getting around Amanda Sherman right now. Corey Sherman's doing a good job getting his way through lap traffic, even missing the front clip. I mean, this is good racing right now.
And actually, like I said, I do listen to the chat while they're on the track, and everybody's being real cordial. Hey, man, come on around me on the high side, low side. I'll go high, I'll go low, whatever. Everybody's being real nice right now. We got 60 laps to go.
Here we
this
go.
thing, Sam.
Dustin Peng, 3rd place on pit road. What's the 81 going to do? I'm going to guess fuel and tires, Terry.
I would imagine so.
I mean, you got to now at this point. If you've double stinted once, I think you're good. Yeah, right sides go up on the 81. So Carroll just put him a lap down. So when does the 99 bring it down pit side? Chris Berg is on pit road.
Yeah, Chris is well over, 40 laps now. So, yeah, he should be bringing it in.
Well, Mike Hamlin just came down pit road. Tanner Marr, Wellman, Larry Bell. All these guys.
I think Carroll just actually called out his pit.
Yeah,
Yep, here he comes.
So what does Sherman do? I think he's going to stay out again, Terry. I cannot believe this run out of the number 3.
Yeah, awesome run out of that Savage Edge number 3 TNA Motorsports car. Look, back in 6th place, Jamie Walker, slowly climbing back up toward the front of this thing. We've seen him 2 laps down, seen him sitting on pit lane all busted up. Here he is, running in 6th place. Van Fleet trying to get to the back of that 88. Nope, Van Fleet just called out his pit.
So that hands the race lead over to Jamie Walker right now.
Jamie Walker, the only next person to deal with him would be Derek Paulson as Jamie Walker brings it down pit lane. Now, Jamie should have most of his damage fixed. He should be just tires and fuel only here. Right side of the 88 goes up in the air, drops back down. Here they come running around the other side. The left side's up.
Derek Paulson just got freight trained right there by all them guys on fresh tires. Wondering when this number 6 is going to bring it down pit side. Last pit on lap 148.
Yeah, he's right at 40 laps, so he should be coming.
Dalton Kilroy runs 2nd. Ooh, let's go on board here with this number 41 real quick, Terry. I want you to hear this. Yeah, clutching about halfway down the backstretch. No big deal.
Yeah, no big deal. Ain't nothing unusual for him, though.
But is that going to work, though? And how long has he been doing it now? That's the question. We're just now noticing it. So how long has he been doing it?
I don't believe it's going to work tonight.
I mean, it's always a good strategy, right? Like, if you can make it work, it obviously is a good strategy. But you're right. I mean, the big question is, when did he start doing it? And you're right. I don't think it's going to work.
Well, he's right now about 49 laps on a tank of fuel.
And Carroll just got around him. Is he maybe going to try and make it on one more pit stop? Is that what he's trying to do?
Oh, that might be. Now, if that happens, that could very well work.
Because he hasn't come down pit road yet. And he's been out there for about 50 laps.
Just noticed Tanner Marr took his car to the hauler along with Kyle Wellman.
I don't know, man. Dalton's going to have to go another 10 laps here if he's going to want to make this on one more stop. He knows everybody has to make it stop one more time. I mean, this is... it's a strategy. I'll give him that.
I think he might have just called it out, Sam.
So, yeah, now I don't think it's going to work. I mean, well, you know what? It might. 49 laps. If he just went 50, Terry.
Yeah, 50 laps.
But
it's very possible.
But again, how long was he clutching it for?
Well, we know he can do it, so he knows he can do 50 laps now. And that's all what we have left in this race. Derek Paulson's still showing as our race leader. Got a kind of a few cars around him. Got Mark Arthur on his outside, or inside, excuse me. Chris Carroll is actually catching up to him. I mean, slowly, but he is catching him.
Yeah, he is. But Paulson's been out there. I mean, he last pit on lap 148. We even got, I don't know, man. You got Dustin Ping. He pit on 179, obviously. Carroll on 170, or I'm sorry, 182. Oh, yeah. But here comes Paulson.
Paulson bringing the 24 with him. Sam Lawson.
So that hands the race lead back over to Chris Carroll. And that cycles through pit stops once again. Possibly one more set to go. And that means for us, one more set of commercials, ladies and gentlemen. We will be right back.
Put the power of Southern Shores Realty to work for you. With over 30 professionals in sales and rental management, Southern Shores Realty and I will get the job done right. I'm Rick Thompson, your Outer Banks real estate expert.
Call 261-2000.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
What's up, everybody? We're taking a break in this exciting race to tell you a little bit about Savage Edge. You can go to our link here, www.savageedge.com, or our Facebook here. So we're about to tell you a little bit what Savage Edge does. Have you ever wanted to put your face on a t-shirt or maybe your iRacing car? Well, we can do that for you at Savage Edge. Take a look at our direct-to-garment printer. Did you just get excited about what you can see on a t-shirt? Well, we got more for you. What about embroidered hats? Everybody loves a good hat. Look at this. We also do beanies that double as kitten holders. There's also so much more we can do here at Savage Edge. Vinyl graphics, coffee mugs, koozies. We basically can put your name on anything. So go to savageedge.com and check out our Facebook. Now back to the race.
Back live here on True Sim Productions. Chris Carroll, still your race leader. We got about 36 laps to go. And hey, perfect timing, Terry. Look at that. Chris Carroll brings it down pit side.
Well, a little early for Carroll.
I mean, you can make it the rest of the way, and the guy had a 12-second lead. I mean, what are you going to do?
Hell, that's true. Yeah, might as well come and get a little bit of fuel. Maybe see if he's got tires. Who knows? So I'm going to stay on him.
I'm staying on him here. I want to see if he's got tires. I imagine he does, but that did hand the lead over to Dustin Ping. Corey Sherman runs second.
Sam, Dustin Ping with a 0X right now. Them 5 points he's getting is going to go to the plus side.
Carroll does have tires. And Ping keeps it out on the racetrack. So maybe going for the fresher tires here, the number 81. I don't know. We're going to have to keep an eye on these guys. I mean, green flag pit stops happening right now, ladies and gentlemen. Final ones of the evening.
Should be final ones of the evening.
Should be. Now, there's a few drivers we have to keep our eyes on, and one of them being Dalton Kilrow. We know he was saving fuel. Last pit on lap 191. Does this 41 have enough fuel to make it the rest of the way and win it here on a fuel strategy?
Well, we know Carroll has enough now. Carroll getting held up by Ping and the 5 of Rutherford.
Yeah, that's true, Terry. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I bounced back from Carroll and Dalton right there just to kind of see where they were on track, because it's scoring Carroll ahead of Dalton right now. And with Carroll already pitted, I mean, I don't know. I think Dalton's kind of a sitting duck.
Yeah, I believe he is.
Ping still keeps it out. Same with Corey Sherman. Now, we were talking about that, Terry. Was Corey Sherman and these guys going to come down when Carroll does? And it looks like they want the better tires. I think that might be a smart move, but they're doing nothing but losing time right now to Chris Carroll out on the racetrack.
Yeah, better tires at the end of the race. Maybe that's what they're thinking. I don't know, man.
Doesn't matter. Coming out of turn 4, going to be 30 laps to go.
Paul Ellison calling out his pit in the 55.
Taylor Butcher Benjamin runs third. Mike Hamlin right behind him in fourth.
And Sam, I just looked over, seeing that Corey Sherman in that 3, he is up 28 spots. He did qualify as we watched. And that's going to make him as a bigger mover as of now. Unless Van Vliet can do something, that's also going to make Sherman the banner for tomorrow night.
Corey Sherman to the race lead. Dustin Ping on pit road. Chris Berg. Paul Ellison back there. Rick Thompson, he was already on pit road, lap 209. Cody Gibson on 202. Both those drivers are a lap down right now. Timing and scoring is going on all over the place, ladies and gentlemen. Currently, it's showing me top 10, 9, 8 drivers. Sorry, 8 drivers are on the lead lap.
Taylor Butcher Benjamin trying to challenge Corey Sherman.
These guys still got a pit though, Terry. That's Mike Hamlin on pit road. Is this gonna go green the rest of the way though? That is the question. It was. You know, I'm hopeful, right? I'm always hopeful.
Stranger things, right?
Absolutely. I mean, look, Corey Sherman and Taylor Butcher Benjamin battling hard right here. And Taylor's got to be wondering, how is he so fast with no front bumper?
Yeah, Corey was really high in there in that 1 and 2.
He's making that top groove work right now. Really is.
And that's not going to wear the tires down as much.
Yeah, well, he's going faster.
Well, yeah, he's going faster, but he didn't have to turn as much.
But he's going faster.
That's my opinion.
We don't know.
Yeah, we ain't drove for a while. We don't know. Whoa, Ellison almost into the back of the 10 of Butcher Benjamin.
Barely caught that one. 24 laps to go. Do these guys have enough to make it? There's no way.
No, there's no way. That'd be 46 laps.
Well, we've seen Kilrow push it to 50. Corey's gotten out front of Taylor. Taylor lost his momentum.
I'm sorry, 56 laps, Sam. It'd be 56 laps they'd have to push it.
Yeah, unless they're just going for it, and maybe what I'm thinking that Corey's at least doing right here is he's just hoping for a caution, right? Keep him out in the lead. Then he can come get his tires and stuff. He'll fresh his tire up. Nope. He's coming down pit road. So there we go. 23 laps to go. Corey Sherman on pit road.
That was close for the 12 car. It almost got into the back of the 3. Mark just told Corey Sherman he almost got him pregnant.
Fastest lap of the race, Mike Hamlin, 24.70. 22 laps to go.
He keeps that up, he can probably get back up in the front.
He's got he's got fresh tires on that race car. Remember, Chris Carroll came down on lap 205. This scoring Carroll in third, Brian D second, Taylor Butcher Benjamin first. I don't know how this one's going to play out, Terry.
Yeah, me either. It's going to be real close for Carroll, I believe.
I think Carroll's good on fuel, but you got other guys. I'm just trying to read timing and scoring right here, so I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a little quiet, but I mean, you got Taylor Butcher Benjamin who's 5/10 faster than Dees, but Carroll who's over a second faster than both of them. Dustin Peng's running a second faster than our leader right now. Same with Rick Thompson and Mike Hamlin.
Now, right now, Carroll is actually 12 seconds behind Taylor Butcher Benjamin.
19
so he's got
laps
a
to go.
that's a lot of track.
But we know that the top two, they have to pit still.
Right. Last pitted at 205 for, 184 for Benjamin and Dees.
Laps to go. Carroll trying to work his way around lap traffic, now taking second from Brian Dees. Wild strategies being played here tonight, I tell you what.
Absolutely. Couple drivers out there apologizing to each other that they didn't want to cause a caution, and Taylor Butcher Benjamin says, well, I kind of wish you guys would have brought out a caution.
He's got Mark Arthur right behind him.
Mark Arthur had a lot of damage he had to get fixed. Whoa, 74.
Alex Harris.
Wow, yeah. Wow.
Nice save by the number 74. 15 more times around. What's the plan for Taylor?
I think he's hoping for a caution the way these guys are starting to slide around.
Oh, we're getting down to it. I mean, everybody's going to be going for position now. See Poliski working his way around Arthur right there.
Arthur just dropped to the bottom, kind of let him go. Here comes Walker in that 88. He's going to get around Benjamin to get his lap back.
Oh, we got real close right there coming off turn number 2.
A lap back, excuse me.
$13 laps to go. Carroll 6.9 seconds off of Taylor.
Taylor Butcher mentioned just called out his pit, saying he's not going to get that caution.
Yep, Brian Dees is also on pit road. I think they were just trying to go as long as they could. See Corey Sherman working on the back bumper of Carroll, trying to get his lap back here.
Got Dalton Kilrow in front of him. Kilrow goes high.
Oh, they're running real tight
there
right here. Sherman to the inside of Carroll. Put Corey Sherman back on the lead lap. 11 laps to go.
Corey Sherman right now showing in 9th place. Last car on the lead lap. Long way to go to get around to that 99 again.
So Chris Carroll out 11 seconds ahead of Derek Paulson. Paulson runs second. Cody Gibson in third. Good run out of the number 7. Ten laps to go, though. Anything can still happen. We've seen how hard these guys have been racing. Just the slightest bit of contact could change this whole thing.
Are you trying to make something happen, Sam?
I might be. I'm curious to see who might have a set laying in the pits. I wouldn't mind seeing a green-white checkered here at Rockingham.
I would love to see a shootout.
Berg working his way around Alberico. Sherman right behind him. Eight laps to go for Chris Carroll.
Mike Hamlin trying to get up to the 81, and Dustin Peng try to put himself in the 4th place, put Dustin back in the 5th.
8 more times, actually 7 more times around the speedway.
Derek Paulson letting Cody Gibson go.
Carroll's in some heavy lap traffic right now. Ooh, he almost put him 3 wide trying to get around them. Ooh, something could happen here, Terry. I don't know. I'm doing the caution dance, man. I tell you what.
Whoa. Carroll almost into the 83.
That's twice
of
now.
Alberico. Wow.
Five laps to go.
Carroll working on the back of Lawson now, the 24 car. Lawson kind of almost up into the wall. Gets around Rutherford also, the 99 does. I think Carroll's got pretty good track right now position.
4 laps to go for Chris Carroll. What will happen here, ladies and gentlemen? Are we going to run it out? Or are we going to see a yellow?
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Now put it out. Debris in turn 4. Put it out. Come on now. Three more times around the speedway for the number 99 of Chris Carroll.
I think what could happen.
He's got that teammate right up in front of him, Terry, so I don't think he's got too much to worry about. Popsicle sticks in the air. 2 laps to go. Working around his teammate right now down the back straightaway.
Larry Bell is not laying down either.
No, he's not. Out of turn number 4. White flag in the air presented by Priority Auto.
Next flag ends this race.
Taylor Butcher-Benjamin trying to get back on the lead lap here before this thing's over. He does. Out of turn number 4, though, it is going to be another one for the number 99 of Chris Carroll. And finally, these drivers get to breathe a little bit.
And so do we, because I've been sitting there kind of holding my breath watching the Carroll. If something happens, it does, and that he's going to win this thing. So Carroll wins another one back to back. One last week at Pocono.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So Chris Carroll taking home another one, but coming home P3 is Mike Hamlin in that number 28. Let's see if he is in. He is in here. He's all the way down here at the bottom. Let's bring him up here, Terry. What do you think?
Yes, sir.
You got him.
Mike Hamlin. You got Sam and Terry up here.
What's going on, guys? You got me?
I got you, buddy. Hell of a run, man, out of that 28 car tonight. You got up there to start the race in second place, NFRD front row award. Congratulations on that. But man, that 28 car was fast for the most part of this race tonight. Talk about it.
Yeah, we had a good quali run, and I really wasn't expecting to be where we were at the beginning. Gave us a good pit stall, which helped. Had a little altercation with, I think it was 81. Got a little sideways, managed to still drive it back. I drove the wheels off of it at the end, I'll tell you that.
So at the beginning of the race, when the green flag flew, seen a lot of guys, man, just spin the rear tires. Was that a case all night on restarts?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Restarts were very tricky. You had to make sure you ease into the throttle, and I was short shifting it second or third kind of early to make sure you didn't just want to keep spinning.
All right, man. Well, who you want to thank tonight on that number 28?
I want to thank my team, Limitless Motorsports, Team MMG, the esports org I work with, and then everybody, you guys up in the booth, CJR Graphics, Savage Edge. You guys put on a hell of a show. TSP, you guys are great.
All right, bud. Thank you, sir. Well, congratulations on that third place. Head to Chicagoland next week. We'll get you down to your team, buddy.
Thank you, sir.
Yep.
Mike Hamlin, driver the number 28, coming home in third. I got Cody Gibson here, Terry. He finishing in second place, number 7 of Cody Gibson. Cody, a little bit of a weird strategy for you here tonight. We saw you pretty much pit before anybody else. What was going through your mind there when we went green flag?
Man, honestly, I don't know. I didn't have nothing for him on speed, but I knew the long run would pay off pretty good on the long run.
Well, you managed to get that number 7 at a good finishing spot here tonight, second place. Again, a different strategy kind of got you to where you needed to be tonight. How was the race overall? I mean, how do you feel about Rockingham?
I liked the track, but I didn't like the brick that we were driving. So the setup was awful. You had to baby it on old tires, and the push was outrageous underneath somebody. But all in all, I guess it was a good race, good strategy, got me up there. So
Well, hey, man, again, you come home in second place here tonight. Another good points night for the number 7 here in Blazing Pedals. Let you have the floor, man. Who you got to thank?
Just everybody in the booth and all the sponsors out there that put this thing on. Of course, Mark, does a great job running the league and keeping people in check. That's what we want. A lot of good racers in here, a lot of respect for everybody. I know sometimes stuff happens, but we live and learn. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for talking with us, Cody. Congrats again on second place. That was Cody Gibson in the number 7, coming home in second. And Terry, I believe you're catching up with our race winner.
Chris Carroll, is Terry and Sam. You got us?
I think I got you. If this is working, Terry.
Yeah, you're working, buddy. You're working. Good run out of that 99 tonight, buddy. I talked to you pre-race. You said you wanted to make it last, and what I thought was kind of strange was you said this is your favorite track on the sim, and you was probably the only happy guy on the daggone track, and I think you might have been right after all of the stuff I heard during the race. What do you think?
Yeah, man, I love this track. A lot of guys, there's some specialists here, man, that they can run it. But I love Rockingham, and I don't think a lot of guys do. I think they think of it like Darlington, and I just like how it drives. It's really hard to drive around here, and it's a lot of fun, man. It's a lot of throttle control and a lot of driver here. It's a fun track, but I'm sure I heard some stuff there too, Terry. I was just trying to stay out of it and run my race.
Well, I mean, what I heard is just a lot of people wasn't happy with the track or the setup or even the car or all three combinations together. But, we got the race done. Congratulations on another win. I believe that's number 5 for you this season. Congratulations there on that, too.
Thanks, sir.
Who you got to thank on that thing tonight?
Well, I'm going to dedicate my win to Brian Zimmerman tonight. He's on vacation, and he loves this track. He didn't get to run it. He's out there swimming around with the sharks, so I got to dedicate that to him and all my teammates that race with me every week. Got to thank USAFirearms.com and 5 King Motorsports, and I always forget Savage Edge. Always forget those guys, so I'm going to get them in there and all the sponsors that sponsor this series. And that's one more for the red car, one more for the black hat, and one more for the bad guy, Terry.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Chris Carroll, your winner tonight. Then we'll get you back down to your teammates, buddy.
Thanks, sir.
Chris Carroll, the number 99, taking home another win here tonight. And Terry, that's going to do it for us here on True Sim Productions tonight. Thank you all for tuning in. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Also, we are live over on kick.com, so make sure you go follow us over there. That being said, we'll see you in the next one, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to be live tomorrow night, back again for the USAFirearms.com Super Late Models for Crooked Line Racing, so make sure y'all tune into that at 8:45 p.m. Eastern. We'll see you tomorrow, and have a good one.